Hello travelers, this is going to be your Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising video for July 2024. This is a general reading and the messages will not resonate with everyone. So please check back to your Moon and Rising sign video. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can now find my reading packages in the About box section of my channel. And I just noticed that the About box section has disappeared. What you have to do, whether this is the same if it's on desktop or handheld, you have to go to my channel and where you see my custom link at the cards _ hidden notice tarot, find my name underneath there and you will see an arrow to the right of my name. If you click on the arrow, that will reveal the About box section of my channel. And there you can find the number of questions, the number of reading, the number of questions, the number of minutes, the pricing, and the delivery method. I had a website last year, but since I had my stroke, I had to get rid of the website. It's too much for me to handle. So you need to email me if you want a reading. And you email me at this address on the screen and say to me, for instance, Tara, I would like a 1-hour reading. I will email you back promptly with booking instructions and a payment link. Once you return the booking instructions and the payment has been received, my turnaround time to produce personal readings is 48 to 72 hours. I don't believe in making people wait for their reading. You go to some people and they tell you, oh, it's going to be a month before I can get to you. That makes no sense, because by that time your situation can be over and you don't have any insight into it. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I will shuffle and rifle the cards again. I have already done some premeditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph of Scorpio. Remember that these messages are general in nature. It may not resonate with you. So that's why I always suggest that you check back to your Moon and Rising sign video. Sometimes there's more to the story. Oh goodness. That's the way it fell. The upside down 9 of cups. Even though I don't read reverse cards, they just don't speak to me that way. I figure, in my experience, I should say, whenever there's something negative, an upright card can say the same thing. You just have to listen to it. And this card does not speak to me upside down. So I will have to flip it right side up, lay it with the rest of the cards, and figure out what it's saying to me. So let me cut the deck. 9 cards down. Here we go. The first card down was the reverse 9 of cups, the 7 of pentacles, the ace of swords. Next row, the world card. I think I'm moving too fast for the camera. The 7 of cups. The Sun. Last row, the Ace of Wands. The Hierophant. And the 5 of Swords. What is the overall energy of the reading? The Page of Cups. So what do I have? 1, 2 cups, 1 pentacle, 2 swords, 3 major arcana cards, and a wand. I also have 2 sevens, 2 fives, and 2 aces. So it's always significant when the cards repeat, the numbers repeat themselves. I got to turn this card up because it's distracting me. It's not telling me what I need to know. Right in the center, I have the 7 of Cups. It is a 7, a number of spiritual perfection, but also states that, now I get it, that you have to, that you question yourself, you doubt yourself. And the 7 of Cups indicates confusion, hallucinations, fantasies, dreams, maybe even nightmares, because the figure is in relief. But you have 7 cups with things contained within. You have temptation, self-actualization, property, riches, peace, and a dragon, which represents power. But in the 7th cup, there's one thing that is unidentified. And the card says you have to identify what is most important to you, what you feel is the most important. These are cups. They represent emotional quotient, how you feel about something. And the way that you feel can affect the way that you think. So if you can identify the most important thing, maybe some of these other things don't become important. They can drop by the wayside. So this says, choose only those goals that fit in what you're trying to do. It also says, expect a surprise. But it absolutely tells you that you can find what you're looking for if only you narrow down your choices. You make firm choices and firm decisions. The 9 of Cups, what I said when I got it, because it was upside down like this. Basically, the 9 of Cups, I read the cards, I'm sorry. Past, present, future. Past, present, future with the interplay of the cards. 9s are numbers that represent a moment of pause and reflection. And being the reverse 9 of Cups, you feel as though perhaps everything that you are wishing for has not come true. The cups are all empty. Everything that's contained in the cups is upside down. Even the red hat on the figure says to me, your thinking is all wrong. What you wish for may not be really what's best for you. I don't think I'm saying it right, but that's how it came out. Okay? The person is sitting on a bench, right side up, but this way he's falling off his seat of, what am I trying to say? Stability. He has no stability in this situation. He's falling just like the cups. He's lost his way. So now I come to the 7 of Pentacles. Like the 7 of Cups, it represents a moment of questioning yourself, self-doubt. Incidentally, cups represent only the emotional quotient, how you feel about something. Swords represent thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, communication. Wands represent your focus, your passion, your fire, your determination. Pentacles represent basically either finances or represent the doing of something. You have to do something to make money. You have to work to make money. So there is a correlation between the finances and doing something. So usually the Seven of Pentacles says be patient. Maybe you have been working and you haven't been seeing a lot of financial rewards in terms of what you do. But if you look at the actual card, something may be offered to you. The pentacle on the ground. An offer may come to you. Maybe placed at your feet. Fell in your lap. But you have to decide, can I even afford the time, the energy, the effort to tend this thing? Can I fit it in on the bush? Yes or no? Do I really want to? Again, it's 7, so it says expect a surprise. It doesn't tell me what kind of surprise, just expect a surprise. The Ace of Swords. Whenever you see the Ace of Swords appear in a reading, it is the most powerful ace in the deck of all the aces. And it says when it appears, you can best believe something is going to change. It is inevitable. So this could be new ideas, new communications, new projects coming along. But it could also be the excessive degree of everything. Meaning anger, fear, anxiety. You may have to make a decision under stressful circumstances. So you want to make sure that your emotions are in check so that you can make the best decision that you can for yourself. Usually, this card in traditional meaning, this card can be a symbol of what's known as a proposal, a traditional proposal because of the ring on the sword. But what is a proposal? It can be either marriage or it can be in a business sense. You give a proposal to someone to look at, to consider, or they give you a proposal for you to look at and consider. It doesn't always have to be about marriage, because marriage is simply a contract at its simplest form. It's a contract. And in the olden days, people only got married to join families together, to join their monies or their lands, or consolidate power. Love had nothing to do with it. So we come now to the World card. And the World card is the last card, major arcana card in the deck. And it represents lessons learned. It represents graduation, a completing of a cycle. It's before you step out to do something else new, though. Like the next card in the series after this will be the Fool card. A new adventure, beginning something new. But this says you are protected while you are waiting for whatever you're waiting for. So this is about protection before stepping out into the new. Coming to the Sun. So the Sun is the most positive major arcana card. It represents growth, abundance, fertility, things going the right way. But more than anything, to me, the Sun represents the illumination of the subject. The illumination of the subject. Because the Sun shines light on everything. It's different. If the full moon is out, you can't see as clearly with the full moon, even though it's bright. If it's a full moon, then what you see in the dark can trick you. Your eyes can trick you. The shapes look totally different. Things become a little bit scarier. But the Sun absolutely illuminates everything. It is a masculine principle. It represents your ego. The power of doing something. And I think there is an announcement coming because of the banner that the baby holds. A flag. Flags and banners represent announcements. So this is about some kind of news coming to you. The Ace of Wands talks about new opportunities, fresh new energies coming in. Back here in the background, we see a house or a castle. I don't get that maybe you're moving, but that could be. It definitely implies a new place and new opportunities to do something that you're passionate about, that you're determined and focused on. And usually aces mean yes, or that some kind of news is coming for you. Again, this card. We come now to the Hierophant, and it's a 5. Fives represent tense energies, tense times, upheavals, ups and downs. It's kind of an off-balance energy. And this card, the Hierophant, can speak to learning something new, getting information from a higher source. It can represent, in terms of work, some kind of organization that has a hierarchical structure. So you're looking at hospitals, universities, where one person is at the top and he disseminates messages down. He also has 2 acolytes at his feet. So sometimes this card can basically represent marriage. But again, marriage is its most basic sense is a contract. So sometimes the card can also represent negotiations, business deals. If it's a negotiation, the deal may usually goes well. Or if it is a new job opportunity, it says that you will fit into the organization very well. You will be well liked. But there's something I think that they're not telling you, because the 2 cross keys at his feet. And keys can either lock something away or open the door. That brings me to the next 5. The 5 of Swords. Again, it's representative of tense energies, ups and downs, disappointments. But in this case, this card is about a dispute with 2 other people. See the 2 acolytes? But in this case, whenever I do a reading for someone, the card tells me that you are the victor here in the foreground, because those 2 people are walking away. They've thrown down their swords. But you have 2 swords here over your shoulder. And that says to me, you're of 2 minds about the way the situation went down. Look at the clouds. So this says that there's a lot of mental energy, maybe fights, bad thoughts. So this card can represent somebody gossiping, talking bad about you. It can represent you have to stand up for yourself in a dispute. But it says to be careful with arguing and fighting with people, because normally the parties involved will stoop to any level to win. So this again is a card about thinking about what you're going to do before you step out to the next level. Over here, the Page of Cups is simply telling me that some message is going to come and it will seem awfully attractive to you. It will come as a surprise. We get told that. Expect a surprise. And it feels awfully attractive. It looks awfully attractive. It smells awfully attractive. The fish in the cup tells me it's a surprise. So somebody is going to offer you something. Some offer is going to come your way. This is simply read by me as messages. Pages are always messages. They're never people, as well as jacks and knights. They are never people. They're always messages. I think you are going to have to... The horse indicates to me that the situation will move along, but it will move along and it will cause conflict. Arguments, disagreements, fights, maybe even separation. Like you're quitting a job or you get fired. And if I take the Five of Swords with the Ace of Swords, that leaves me a combined Six of Swords. So I think this will eventually turn into some kind of separation, no matter whether it's business or personal, whether you are fired or you quit. And it's all based on what the cross keys are holding the secret to. I think when you find out, you're going to be like, oh, hell no. That doesn't work for me. And you might have to argue your way out, fight your way out. But it shows that you can be the victor in the situation. So, I don't have any core cards in the spread itself, so I can read the Nine of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Five of Swords as they relate to these three major arcana cards. And I just get the feeling that this, whatever you have been waiting on, maybe you've been a little confused because you haven't heard anything back with the Seven of Cups, and you're unsure what you should be focused on emotionally. Maybe you all at sea. See how the water is rippling all at sea? Like your emotions are all over the place. But then you hear from him. The banner arrives. But rest assured, I'm not saying that this situation you can recover from. You cannot recover from. I think you will be able to recover from it, because now you know what the deal is. The light has shown you. The sun has shown you. And you can still have growth and abundance and happiness and plenty. You just have to determine what you're going to do about the situation. So, let me go to my notes. The Nine of Cups never tells me anything, except it's a wish card. Let me tell you what my notes say about it being reversed. Complacency, false optimism, poor judgment, mistakes, errors, vanity, and a lack of humility. It warns you that all may not be as it seems. Situations may not be as secure as you assume, and friendships not as close as you may like. It can even tell of insufficient funds for a personal need or project. That your plans do not go accordingly because you have insufficient funds. Remember I said you're working all the time, but you're not receiving any rewards, financial rewards. Reverse, it says, be careful of what you ask for because you just may get it. The Seven of Pentacles. Next to the Nine of Cups upright, it is an indication that now is a good time to make important decisions and make good, solid investments. The Ace of Swords. So in other words, there's something that you should be doing. With the World implies that you, wait a minute, is a sign of a negative attitude or mindset. It may be implying an obstinate attitude or standpoint and or a reluctance to take on good advice. The Ace of Swords with the World card. Like you're acting too complacent. Next to the Hierophant. It tells you that you have tried to change circumstances in your life to no avail. It is telling you not to scatter your energies or divide your attentions, but rather to consolidate your ideas and plans and work fervently towards them. The Seven of Cups. Go sit down for just a second. I'll be right there. The Seven of Cups next to the World card. Ask that you have a good look at your life and be prepared to make some big decisions and big changes to your life and lifestyle. According to the World, the Seven of Cups brings you a message to analyze your fears, then get rid of them. This will enable you to attain your goals and aspirations. 2 sevens warn of false friends. The Ace of Wands. Tells me nothing, but 2 aces often tell of a wedding. I like to say a wedding commitment or engagement. Okay? Try to get all those things together. The 5 of Swords. Tells me nothing against these 3 cards, but it says a separation, a permanent breakup of a partnership or relationship of some kind due to the choices made by another is implied with when the Five of Swords appears in a spread. It may be telling of a breakup, severance, or of an important relationship or partnership, and indicates the abrupt parting of ways. It may be that you have been involved in a conflict, and the nature of the conflict is that no one will win, as the parties involved will sink to any levels to win. The result will be unhappiness and grief for everybody. It can be warning of malicious gossip, or losing something or someone of importance to you, unfair dealings, and or theft, so you are asked to remain wary. It can also be indicating that you have been acting in a selfish manner and may have been focused on self-gain. I want to know what the fight is all about. I'm going to pull 3 Sibilas. Because it's the outgoing energy, I want to know what the fight is all about. If the cards will tell me. I still say you can recover from this if you get the right mindset. The first thing you have to do is clean up how you feel about the situation and become more clear and focused with your emotions. The Vedero. Usually this means someone who will pull their support from you, and you will feel like you are left out in the cold. The Casa, the house, but it also looks like an official building, so it could stand for banks, offices, companies, official buildings. And La Donna de Servicio. She is a helper card. She's always positive, and this confirms my belief that you can survive this and come out not on top, but you'll come out no worse for the wear. It's like saying to me, this is a blessing in disguise. Whatever happens, and if you leave or don't accept what offered to you, just blindly accepting it, if it caused you a bit of uncomfort, so be it. But to me, it says just what I said in the beginning, that you can come out of this okay. Let's take a Golden Nostradamus card. I think it's something being kept from me. I told you about the 2 7s. Oh, the 2 5s. I didn't tell you about the 2 5s. 2 5s, I remember now. Speak to new experiences ahead. That's all it tells me. Number 18. Another page of cups, so to speak. It's called The Boy. The pure of heart is never afraid, but the scoundrel's fear is never allayed. Cultivate simplicity, goodness, purity, and honesty. These attributes will give you an advantage over difficulties, enemies, or your own inner hardness. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. Good luck and namaste.